Here we go again then, a return to competitive action after 3 months away, with Dulwich Hamlet hosting Staines Town on the opening weekend of the newly named Bostik League Premier Division. The Hamlet ended their pre-season in fine form, racking up 5 goals in their final 2 outings at Aveley and Carshalton Athletic. They hand a debut to centre-back Anthony Acheampong, whilst fellow new boys Ricky Hales, Nana Bawachi-Yidam and Mohamedou Fall are all on the bench. The Swans have had an excellent pre-season, which included wins over Aldershot and Hungerford and a draw with Maidenhead. They hand debuts to 5 players, which includes a return to Staines colours for striker Elliot Buchanan. So can the Hamlet hit the ground running at the start of the new campaign, or will the Swans inflict an opening day loss on their hosts? As rejoined from Chelmsford, Edwards sends that free kick long. All the best of clearances, almost picked out Gavin Tomlin. Carew will strive to get into the area. It will fall into his right foot. Ashley Carew didn't maybe strike it cleanly and goes behind for a goal kick. The first Dulwich chance of the new season is Beanie, Dulwich captain again for the new season. Carew back to Beanie. Here's Cargbo. Cluness is out wide. Plays it out to him. Tomlin, top scorer for Dulwich last year. Cluness back to Gavin Tomlin. Good interchange between those two. Cluness a decent ball in. It's over Jones. Green trying to arrive and nodded behind by Driver. Dulwich hit their stride well early on. It'll be Tomlin's take this time. Usually the first corner of the game sees the short corner routine. Don't think we'll see it again today. Tomlin floats it in. Green trying to get up. Acheampong did hit Chambers. Green! Dulwich score their first goal of the season inside 4 minutes. And it's Nathan Green who bangs it home from close range. Excellent start for the hosts. Tomlin's corner found Acheampong. I think it struck Michael Chambers in there, but it fell so kindly to the left back. Dulwich up and running at the start of the new season. They lead 1-0.
First goal for the Hamlet, scored in the 4th minute.
Chambers for Green. Green with a throw to Tomlin down the line. Trying to jinx inside. Green pokes it on towards Carew. Just a bit of a lunge in the end by Green. Overstretching to reach the ball. Just going in with Brewer there. They're going to need some attention here, Green. Early work for Tony Miller. Be a concern. And Green's season ends. The start of the season ends after just 7.5 minutes. A real blow for Dulwich. What a good clearance by Josh Webb. Come for DeMarca. Dulwich's best player in pre-season, you'd say. Carew finds Cluness. Sends in the early ball. Towards DeMarca, it's over him. Tomlin's arriving as well. Out for another corner. Excellent ball in by Cluness. It's appreciated by those in the dugout as well. Shrugged off by DeMarca for Dulwich's first that night, and the second as well was at fault for in the second half. Foul by Taylor on Worsfold. Free just looking for a bit of grappling, I think, in the middle. In by Worsfold. It's over Carew. It's headed on. I think Gough got up. Just over the top in the end from the Staines centre-back. A couple of bodies going in. It was either him or Lewis Drive. I think, as I say, it was Gough. Staines have a throw on the far side. As I say, they won 6-1 the opening game of the season last year. Top for the first 3 days of the season, I think. Ended up finishing 12th. Nice flick around the corner for Worsfold. Takes it in his stride. Early ball in towards Buchanan. A wicked cross. Inviting for any striker, and Buchanan wasn't too far away from applying the finishing touch. Here's Taylor. Tomlin wide. Cluness again trying to beat his man. Was blocked off by Gilby, and that should really be a yellow card if Taylor's one was at the other end. And a lot of height in that Dulwich side this year, with the addition of Acheampong. In by Carew. Towards Acheampong it goes. Jones didn't cover himself in glory there. Last touch must have come off Anthony Acheampong. Way for a goal kick. Chambers got half a touch. Still comes to Worsfold. Slid off the edge of the area. Poked away by Cargbo. Well defended. Move still alive for Staines though with Driver. Ex-Harrow teammate Webb in support goes infield instead. Round the corner. There was a shot there for Webb. Good save by Edwards. First save of the afternoon. Young Cargbo. Deemed a foul on Bailey Brown there. Dulwich fans certainly feel hard done by so far. Worsfold to take this free kick again. Well, last one he sent in, Mitchal Gough headed over. And Gough's forward again here. 6 yellow shirts in the penalty area for Worsfold. He finds Brewer! And Staines equalise. The offside flag is up, it will not count. Dulwich reprieved. Helped on by Daniel Brown. Good work from Cargbo, good strength. No foul on him though. Ming. Was given that away, and here goes Bettimer away from Chambers. Can he get away from Acheampong as well? No, he can't. Excellent defending, Anthony Acheampong. Bettimer given a sniff of an opportunity by Sanchez Ming's pass. Chambers had to be careful not to bring him down. It's Acheampong who does the fine work there though. Dulwich happy to have the ball here, wait and bide their time before finding the pass forward. Beanie will send it now up towards Tomlin. It's a lovely ball by Kenny Beanie. Tomlin can send in the cross towards the marker, bring it down. Is there an end product for him beyond Ming? Ming could have left it for Carew, went for goal himself. Can't hit the target. What can Dulwich's top scorer from last season provide with their 6th corner of this first half? Again, just chipped in towards Acheampong. Got up well. Maybe should have hit the target, having created the space for himself. A long way from troubling Ashley Jones in the end. Here's Bettimer. Staines not threading too many passes together the last few minutes. Dulwich ending the half strongly. Cargbo. There's Myron Clunis. Tomlin flicks that on. Fancy stuff. DeMarca goes early and held by Jones. Lovely interchange between Tomlin and DeMarca there. The partnerships work well in pre-season. Clunis going to get a touch here. No, he can't. Worsfold gets away from Beanie as well. Floats it in towards Bettimer. Can he head it back across goal? He can. There's a chance here. It's hooked over from Buchanan from close range. If he'd left it, it would have been a tap-in for Bailey Brown as well. Excellent chance for Staines at the start of the second half, but they've not capitalised. Dulwich 2 bookings that first half. DeMarco was one of them. Here goes Worsfold. Staines have begun the second half very brightly. Early ball in. Sliding in was Acheampong. Edwards has won a free kick. Dulwich's goal came from a corner earlier on. Can they repeat the trick? Towards Acheampong, gets his head on that again. And not for the first time today, heads wide. There's a real threat in the air, Anthony Acheampong, but again, he can't trouble from Ashley Jones from inside that penalty area. Beanie for Chambers. Ming, can he get there ahead of Driver? He does well there, Sanchez Ming. And he wins a free kick. Well played, Sanchez Ming. Looked like a lost cause. Driver's been penalised. Gavin Tomlin in charge of the set piece. Tried the short one in the first half. I think it's going to be chipped in though by Tomlin. It is. And towards Taylor! Got a free header on that and can't hit the target, Quade Taylor. Big opportunity for Dulwich. There should have been 2-0 up there. He knows it, Taylor, as well. Acheampong, commanding header. Carew plays the 1-2 with Tomlin. Try and slip it through to DeMarca. He's onside. Tomlin arriving the far side of the area if DeMarca can work across. He has got support from Clunis arriving as well. Does send it in. Bit of pinball going on its way by Daniel Brown. Better from the home side. Carew. Keep all this from Dulwich. Cargbo needs to be careful up against Bailey Brown, he is. Tall, physical lad is Brown. Clunis, lovely dummy. Tomlin, handball was that against Gough? No, says referee. Everyone else in the crowd feels it was. Buchanan chests that on for Bettimer. Good link-up play between the two strikers. Bettimer will take on Clunis now. Held up, goes inside to Worsfold. Bettimer's continues run. Clunis gets half a touch. Still comes to Bettimer. Trying to roll around from Carew, but Carew read the danger. Kevin James telling his squad to move higher. Buchanan off the chest again. Wins a free kick on the edge of the Dulwich penalty area. 5 on 5. In by Worsfold. Free header for Driver, and it's 1-1. And this one does count. Lewis Driver heading home from close range. He's injured himself in the process, but Staines do draw level. And it's another excellent ball in by Worsfold. Saw in the first half what he can do from set pieces. Again, Dulwich didn't mark the man, and Driver heads home on his debut. Chambers. Across to Taylor it comes. DeMarca. Has he beaten Gough? Yes, he has. On to Carew it goes. Is there a shot? Off target in the end from Ashley Carew. Dulwich getting their way through though. Carew can't test Ashley Jones from just inside the area. Taylor here to support the throw from Clunis. Can drive forward Quade Taylor. DeMarca edge of the area, rolls his man. Still DeMarca goes down, it's a foul. Dulwich have a free kick right outside the penalty area. Jones has packed his wall. It's got 6 stained shirts in it at the moment. 7 actually, if you include Brewer lurking at the edge. Beanie leaves it. Tomlin hits it. Struck the head of someone in the wall. Do their job. Chambers forwards. Counter-attack might be on here with Bettimer. Staines breaking with a lot of pace here. Buchanan in front of him. Armidi as well, and Worsfold. Bettimer just slowed up though by Carew and Chambers. Jinks his way down that right-hand side. Is there a cross for him? Yes, there is. Taylor volleys clear before it reached Worsfold. Well defended. Bailey Brown. Worsfold taking on Quade Taylor now. Cargbo's come to help out, his number 2. Between them, they do enough. Both ex-Welling men, but Taylor's giving it away to Armidi. Is there a shot for him? Yes, there is. Flash wide. Didn't get the contact he wanted. Trying to find that bottom corner. Taylor, having won it back, gifted Armidi with the shot. Poor touch. Dulwich gifted the throw. Wants the foul throw there, Staines. Clunis capitalising that bit of good fortune, perhaps. Poke it through. Here's Boachi Yardem trying to get in. Gough deals with that. Didn't know if there was anything on there for Dulwich, but Boachi Yardem almost sensing an opportunity to get in. Long throw this time. Buchanan was the target. Acheampong gets it clear as far as Armidi. Ambitious to say the least from Wada Armidi. Saw his name up in lights there. Cargbo can bring this out of defence. One last surge from Dulwich. Boachi Yardem's in. Can he get away from Gough? Good challenge on him in the end by Gough. Thought Boachi Yardem might have had the legs on him. Fowles made the run. Good control from Mohamedou Fall. Big man just on the field. Can they find the cross now? Clunis, Fall. Boachi Yardem. And still. Shouts from the crowd for a penalty, nothing on the field. Carew again. Still Carew. Not going to come for them. Referees thought about blowing up there, I think. Cargbo gets in the challenge. That is the full-time whistle, and Dulwich are held to an opening day draw here at Champion Hill against Staines Town. They led as early as the 4th minute, the home side. A Gavin Tomlin corner eventually found its way to Nathan Green to finish from close range. Green unfortunately went off a couple of minutes later with what looked like a pretty serious injury. Dulwich were only 1 goal up at half-time, and that's never a good lead to have, because Staines came back in the second half and equalised after a good start to the second period. They did equalise just past the hour mark. Max Worsfold free kick, finding Lewis Driver, who headed home from close range. Neither side really created any opportunities after that to win. Quade Taylor had missed one at 1-0 to Dulwich, which maybe he should have scored and given him a 2-0 lead. Final score then on this opening day of the season here at Champion Hill was Dulwich Hamlet 1, Staines Town 1. Gav, how do you reflect on today?
Open day of the season. No one's ever going to be at the races or at their best. I thought first half we were a better team in the first half, but they still posed a threat. Maybe a bit more clinical, and the game's maybe a little bit more out of sight, but at 1-0, everyone knows that it's still an open game.
Johnson, never a bad place to get a point from. You must be pretty happy with that.
Very happy. When I first saw the draw, I knew it would be a difficult game, because as far as I'm concerned, Dulwich will be there or thereabouts again. So to come here and not get beat, yeah, I'm over the moon.
What do you think after 4 minutes?
After 4 minutes, I thought, oh my God, the wheels have come off already. We had a dodgy start, 15 minutes, 20 minutes before we got ourselves going, and then after that, I thought we got ourselves in the game. Like I said to Gav, coming off the pitch, I thought a draw was about right. You had missed a header to make it 2-0 in the second half, would have killed us. But on chances, clear chances, I think we outnumbered you, in all honesty.
They started the second half well. I thought they had 2 opportunities where maybe they could have converted. And then it slowed down again, and it was pretty much a bitty performance from both teams. I thought second half there wasn't much in it. But yeah, set piece we've conceded from, which is disappointing. I think Preston should have started a bit higher, to be honest with you. He heads it in the 6-yard box. But yeah, it's one of those things. I thought we could have been more clinical. Even in the second half, we had 2 headers, Acheampong and Quade, sort of like right in front of the goalkeeper. So they're gilt-edged opportunities.
Quade, what would you say is the overall emotion after today?
Upset we didn't get all 3 points. I think we played well for the majority of the game, but you could see the set pieces that they were dangerous there. We didn't really deal with it. So I think it's good to get a point, but when we're winning and so comfortably for so much of the game, it's a bit disappointing.
So in the first half, they had a couple of set pieces. One had been headed over, another one was disallowed for offside. Do you think you should have woken up by the time the second half came around?
Yeah, exactly. We got spoken to at half-time. That's the only really way they look threatening against us, and we've just, I don't know, someone's let their man go or something, and it's cost us.
Some of the set pieces were excellent today. Obviously, Max made the goal, but the 2 preceding that in the first half, Mitchal headed over and Tommy had 1 ruled out for offside. Some excellent balls in today.
Yes, it's nice as a manager coach when we did work on it on Thursday and it comes off, or nearly comes off. So yeah, we're happy. What we've got to do is be consistent. So on Tuesday, we're at home, we've got to make sure we bring that kind of performance again, because I think we're a little bit stronger this year than we were last year. I brought in a bit more experience with Elliot Buchanan and Ben Martin, who was injured today. So I'll be expecting to finish higher than we did last year.
I spoke to Quade a couple of minutes ago, and talking about those 2 set pieces they came close with in the first half, was there a bit of concern from your end that they didn't deal with that third one at the start of the second half, having had those scares?
Yeah, 100%. I think that's a little bit where we are at the moment. We take a long time to register when something's happening, that it needs to stop happening. So we need to try and iron that out a bit quicker in the dressing room. That's a general point. There was a free kick, but there's things going on around the pitch as well that we're a bit slow to fix, really. Do you know what I mean? So we'll get there. We've made sure that the boys know the things that we want to improve on, and that we're going to keep improving as the season goes on. So it's just part and parcel of it.
There was some good attacking play in that game. Aside from the set pieces, Elliot and Mo seem to be linking up quite well.
Yes. Like we say, Elliot won the Golden Boot, I think, 2 years ago in the Conference South. So we know, and he's still only 27, so we know he's got quality. So we hope that there'll be a lot of goals between them 2.
Well done today.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Our approach play, especially first half, were good. Getting into our front players really well, and Gavin in particular linking the play really well, and showing a lot of brightness in his approach play. But I just felt the last little bit wasn't as clinical as it probably should have been. But yeah, it's early. We'll find our feet as we go along. It could have ended worse. You could have lost the game. But we're going to Tuesday, a tough game at Harlow, and we hope to get off the mark. Obviously,
the big disappointment in the game was losing Nathan. How big a blow will that be if he's out for a while?
Yeah, and I think this formation, it suits Nathan down to a T, because he can get forward, he's got bundles of energy, and he can also recover, so hopefully it's not too bad.
It looks like a dislocation, but we're not sure yet, so we'll wait and see. We'll go and have a look at it. He's down hospital now, and hopefully he's okay, but it looks like a dislocation.